What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans stand up. So I just dropped a video about the Dallas Cowboys trading for veteran cornerback Stephon Gilmore. And y'all like, nah, Tuck, that ain't enough. That ain't gonna cut it. We need a live show, man. So y'all know how we do, man. If y'all ask, we are going to deliver. Now, before we jump in, man, I'm going to turn on the phone lines so you guys can kind of chime in, but let me know how y'all feeling in the chat right now. I see the chat's lit. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Cowboys Nation, we feeling good. Now, Cowboys Nation, don't this feel good? Don't it feel good to see your team kind of go in and be aggressive in the offseason and make moves and try to really push their team forward? I don't know about y'all, but I feel good, y'all. I feel damn good right now. I feel damn good right now as a Cowboys fan, because this is all that we've been asking for. Show us that you care. Everybody in this chat, everybody in other chats across YouTube, everyone on social media platforms, we are all excited because why? The Dallas Cowboys is finally showing that y'all care a little bit, man. Y'all care a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Does this guarantee a Super Bowl? Nah, it doesn't guarantee a Super Bowl, but it lets us know, hey, you believe that we can actually go win one? Let's finally push all of our chips in and go win one. Now, here's the fun part, Cowboys Nation. We ain't put all our chips in. We got Stephon Gilmore for a 5th round pick. We got him for a 5th round pick, man. We didn't have to overpay. A 5th round pick is absolutely perfectly good value because, as y'all know, we've been going through a lot of draft content, and I'm going to be straight up with y'all. This cornerback class, it ain't that sexy. Now, there's some guys, right, if you're able to get them early, you might be able to have some instant impact, but day 2, day 3, I just wasn't feeling it. So what Stephon Gilmore really allows the Cowboys to do is now they have a veteran corner in place, right, to play on the outside, play on the boundary, right? You have your mentor for Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland. And now here's the fun part, Cowboys Nation. In the draft, we don't have to press. We ain't got to press and go force ourselves into a corner. We can kind of sit back and just be surgical when it comes to the NFL draft. And if we are taking a corner, we don't have to push him out on the field where he has to be day one ready. You know, y'all know I like Jalen Tolbert from what I saw last year. I felt like the Cowboys did Jalen Tolbert a disservice because we needed him to be day one ready. So now if you go get a cornerback in the 2nd, 3rd round, hell, maybe even 4th round, you can sit and really let him simmer and cook under Diggs, under Bland, under Jordan Lewis, which they might move on from, but also in the mentor Stephon Gilmore. And I know there were some people kind of talking online, and like I said in my last video, y'all know how Cowboys fans are. Wherever, whoever, they're going to find a way to complain. But I'm not buying any of that. I'm not buying any of that when it comes to Stephon Gilmore. He's on. He's right. He's down. Nah, that ain't the case, fam. That's not the case. Stephon Gilmore is still a high-quality corner. This isn't your James Washington type signing. This ain't even your T.Y. Hilton, right? Stephon Gilmore is still playing at a very, very high level. Now, he has bounced around from Carolina and then to the Colts, right? But when you're able to bring him in Dallas and get him under Dan Quinn and Coach Al Harris, like I said, with this defense, it's only going to get exciting, man, because, whew, Cowboys Nation, this feels good, man. It feels good. And here's what I want to say. There are a lot of Cowboys fans, and I got it yesterday. Y'all saw me on Twitter, JTuck151. Like, Tuck, you're always complaining. You're always complaining. I'm like, I am not complaining. I'm not a complainer, right? But I do deserve the right. We all spend, you guys, y'all see what I do during Cowboys season. We all spend a lot of money and a lot of interest and a lot of time into this team. We are able to voice our frustrations. It's just as simple as that, right? So a lot of us have been saying for years, this ain't just a new thing. I don't think the Cowboys are going all in. I don't think the Cowboys are going all in, right? We've been saying it for some years, right? We just want to feel that. We get to sit back, We saw what Philly did. We see what the Rams did. We see what these other teams are doing. You know, they're really pushing. I even said it today. I'm like, man, you see what the Dolphins are doing right now in Miami. And I don't even think the Dolphins are Super Bowl contenders, right? But they feel like there's an opportunity. They are putting all their chips in, trying to make it happen. I just want that for the Dallas Cowboys. I was getting tired of the same repetitive cycle where the Cowboys have a good season, but it just isn't enough. We keep our guys, rinse and repeat. Keep our guys, just isn't enough. Let's try something different and see what can really happen with this team. Now I'm excited. Now I'm going to turn on the phone lines, but before we start, other Cowboys news. So the Dallas Cowboys also officially re-signed Donovan Wilson, man. Donovan Wilson, man. And if y'all watched my video this morning, first of all, I appreciate you, right? But I was saying Donovan Wilson was the #1 priority for me that I felt like the Dallas Cowboys needed to resign and keep in-house, and they took care of it this morning. I know Malik Hooker was online. He's happy. J-Ron Curse is happy. Now, here's what happens, Cowboys Nation. We have Donovan Wilson. You have Malik Hooker. You have J-Ron Curse. You have Trayvon Diggs. You have Deron Bland. And you also have Stephon Gilmore. Y'all gonna tell me that we ain't got one of the best secondaries in the NFL? Yeah. Who is gonna lie to me and say the Dallas Cowboys, as of right now, as things currently stand, don't have top 3 secondary in the NFL? Listen to what I just listed, right? J-Ron Curse, right? J-Ron Curse, Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, Trayvon Diggs, right? Stephon Gilmore, Deron Bland. Our secondary is nasty, y'all. Our secondary is nasty. And from a Cowboys fan's perspective, it's been so long since we had a secondary that was just pure out filthy, right? Just nasty. And just like my guy Mo just said, and you got Izzy McQuarmu kind of waiting in the wings, right? And you also have Marquise Bell kind of floating in at safety, right? So, and then, you know, you got Kelvin Joseph and Rayshawn Wright. But then, let's get a little freaky in the draft and dump some more young youth on top of that, man. The Cowboys are in a good position as far as their secondary is concerned. Now, to be quite honest with y'all know we do a lot of draft content. I was cutting draft film. I was chopping up a prospect who I think is going to really boost this Cowboys defense, right? And my phone was blowing up, man. So to my guy, Professor O, also my guy, SoFlo, they were calling, texting. I kept pressing ignoring. And I was like, all right, they really just don't call me for no reason. Like, what's really going on? And man, when I got that news, I dropped that film session. I cut it. And we're moving on, man. So I'm definitely excited about what the Dallas Cowboys are doing right now as far as our secondary is concerned. But do not rest. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't think, okay, we've done enough. This is a hush signing. Because, you know, the Cowboys always try to give us a hush sign. Like, let's shut the fan base up a little bit, right? Don't let this be it, man. There are some moves that can still be made. I see it in the chat, man. Y'all talking about DeAndre Hopkins, right? So we got Stephon Gilmore for a 5th-round pick. If you got to give up a 4th, so be it. Let that rip for DeAndre Hopkins, man. If you're able to go into this offseason, add Stephon Gilmore, DeAndre Hopkins, and then sign Bobby Wagner. And y'all know what's the best part about this, y'all? You know, y'all really want to know the best part about this? You know that team that was flying so high about a week ago. I ain't heard from them people since. I heard from them people since, bro. They don't hit me on Twitter. They don't ask Jay Tuck to do a round table. They don't want no parts of it right now because ever since TikTok boy came through and shut the buildings, they ain't been the same. They lost a defensive coordinator. They lost 5 defensive players and counting thus far. You know, you see Miles Sanders walking away. You know, so now what is really happening? You're focusing on your own table. Focus on your own paper and stop watching what we're doing. What are y'all doing over there, right? So now things are kind of stable, but you know what? I love that the Dallas Cowboys are being aggressive, being proactive versus reactive. Don't just sit back and wait till we get to camp and something happens, then you need to go get a corner and you're picking at the bottom of the barrel. Nah, go right now and really make things happen, man. So if you're a Cowboys fan, you got to be excited. So I am going to go ahead and turn on the phone lines, man. Let's keep it lit. And here's the thing, y'all family, I appreciate everybody in here. So since y'all are family and y'all rocking with your boy, and be honest with y'all, it's been a long time since I got to do a live show because I've been extremely busy doing so many different things. If y'all got time, y'all want to do a mock, let me know in the chat. Y'all want to do a mock draft tonight? Let's go ahead and lock in these mock drafts. Let's want to wait till Monday. But since y'all here, we're going to keep the party going. But before we start the mock drafts, we're going to go ahead and turn on the phone lines. So go ahead, give me a call as I get this set up here. And I want to talk to y'all, man. See how y'all feeling, man. Talk to my people. Talk to my people, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's see here. We good there. Boom, boom, boom. All right.
You are the only participant in the conference.
I got Eli said it, man. Hey, they don't know how to feel, man, because they was bragging and boasting, feeling like they was doing the most just a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? But now it's gotten a little humble. My guy Nick says, let's rock this mock, man. Let's rock the mocks, man. So we're going to do a few call-ins right now. We're going to take some calls, and then we're going to transition, do a mock draft, man, and let it rip. We've been doing a lot of draft content, so I feel like we are in range, right? We should know a fair good amount of the prospects, right? So we'll go ahead, do the mocks, and just have some fun today, man, because this is a cause of a celebration, right? Is it the Super Bowl? No. Right? Is it a championship? No. But it shows that the Cowboys are being proactive. And so Dallas Cowboys fans, you deserve the right to go ahead and celebrate. So let's see here. Let's see here. Make sure I got this right. All right, yeah, so go ahead and give a call on 339-207-8118. Chime in, man. Let me know how y'all feel. Just like my guy Looking Crazy says, man, go ahead and hit that like button. Hold up. Let me see here. Do we got callers in here? Maybe I did it wrong. Let me see. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you from? I think the caller keeps dropping in and dropping out. I think he dropped out. All right, yeah. So go ahead and call in, man. But yeah, man, get those likes up, man. I appreciate the likes, man. Gilmore is 32, not 33. Yeah, he's 32, man. So this whole idea that he's young, old, whatnot, bro, that is not the case. Why is it? Somebody's calling in, but they keep dropping out. Hold on, let me make sure I got this set up right for y'all, because I see people jumping in and jumping out. Hold up. Let me run it back. Hold on. Yeah, he's 32, not 33. Yeah, he's not some old corner that people are trying to make. Like, I see some of the narratives already. Like, he's old, he's washed, he's already been traded 2 times. Like, he's no good. All right, that sounds good. Hey, Reggie, appreciate the super chat, my guy. Appreciate you. He says, let's go. That's how you got to feel.
There is one other participant in the conference.
There we go. I think I got you right now. Now we good. All right.
Please announce yourself.
Hey, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Hey, this is Chris from Alaska.
Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I'm happy. I'm really excited about this pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the job's not done.
Right.
We need to go to the linebacker, whether it's Bobby Wagner or if there's someone else out there that's worth getting,
mm-hmm.
And then get a receiver. And if we do that, Cowboys Nation is going to shut up and just get hyped for this next season.
Yeah.
Because then we can go get another receiver from the draft, another center from the draft if we don't believe in the backup center that we have.
Right.
Left guard, another corner. But yeah.
Yeah, man. So you mentioned the linebacker position. I agree with you, man. This is big, right? Because this fills a huge void that I was concerned about. Because people got to understand, like, Anthony Brown, like him or love him, he is coming off an Achilles injury, right? So that's an Achilles, and you saw what kind of happened with Byron Jones. He was never the same. Then you also had, Jordan Lewis with his injury. What is he going to be like, or do the Cowboys even want to keep him? So there was a lot of voids at the cornerback position.
Exactly.
That's why, yeah.
And I was on the live the space with what's his name?
With my guy BJ Nix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was on there. I guess Kelvin Joseph just got on a live about 30 minutes ago, and said, "Why did Dallas do this to me?" And then just cut the live. I'm guessing he's really mad about this pickup. He wanted to get another shot, but he had his shot.
Yeah.
Besides what happened off the field, he had a couple times during games, like the Jazz game, where he had that chance and he kind of blew it.
Yeah.
But I'm just really excited. I hope we get a bare minimum. I really think if we don't get OBJ or D-Hop, bare minimum, go get Adam Thielen. He's good enough to be a number 2.
Right.
He may not be in his prime, but he had about 900 yards last year alongside Justin Jefferson. So he will definitely be an upgrade from a Noah Brown. Well, obviously he's not here, but, you know, who would be a 2 if we didn't get a receiver, you know?
Yeah, and I agree. And I see a lot of the conversation about Adam Thielen. Like, a lot of teams or people are playing like, no, I'm out, right? But what I'm looking for is guys who's been there before, and Adam Thielen has been a number 1 wide receiver, right? So him falling in line and being a wide receiver 3 or even a wide receiver 4, he's going to be perfectly fine to be able to step in. Now, I feel like there's some other options. But, you know, if you have to kind of go last resort, I wouldn't mind bringing in Adam Thielen. So,
even if he doesn't, if he comes in, he kind of struggles, man. He can at least teach CD some things that since he's a veteran to this game. And we also got 2 other guys in Tolbert and Semi that I would really like to see on this field. And the offensive scheme is not going to be complicated like Kellen Moore. We're going to have this West Coast offense where it's about getting your playmakers the ball and crossing routes, or, you know, making the defense having to come down with the safety so we can take deep shots. I'm really excited to see West Coast stack next year. So
exactly.
But that's all I got to say. I'm really excited.
Hey, my guy Chris, man, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate you, man. Keep rocking out there in Alaska. That's what I try to tell people. Cowboys Nation, we're everywhere, man. We're everywhere, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Yo, what's up, my dude?
Oh, what's up, man? It's my guy Sid in the building. What's going on, man? My guy Sid. So, I was talked about,
representing from Montreal, Canada. What's up, fellas?
From Canada, man. Yeah, like I said, Cowboys fans everywhere. So, Sid, man, how you feeling, my guy?
I'm feeling good, man. Listen, I think Gallimore Stephon Gilmore is a good pickup for us. Veteran corner. I think he's going to be a good addition. I agree with what the previous caller said. We definitely got to go get another wideout. We spoke about this before, my guy Jay. You know, CeeDee Lamb has stepped up. He is the number 1, but we need to get definitely another solid 2. But I rather Hopkins over OBJ. Okay. And I have to ask you, please tell me you feel the same way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. And I like OBJ. And here's what I'll say about the OBJ thing. I feel like last year, the OBJ thing made a lot more sense because we were kind of desperate kind of finding that guy. But I feel like as of right now, you're kind of hearing rumors about OBJ wanting $20 million and this and that. Now I'm cool because now we got options. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a DeAndre Hopkins, or now you have, you know, a whole new wide receiver core when it comes to this draft class where you can do a lot more things. Last year, when we were in the middle of the season, we were like, bro, we're out of options. So I feel like OBJ, when it comes to the Cowboys, had all this leverage then. As of right now, you know, best of luck. I wish you well. But me paying Odell Beckham Jr. $22 million, $23 million, I just don't see it, right? So it's like now, but also what you also got to understand is that you also have Michael Gallup, who Stephen Jones kind of spoke about possibly being a little bit more healthier. So we would get to kind of see what Michael Gallup's going to bring to the table. So, yeah, as far as OBJ, man, for $22 million, $20 million, whatever he's kind of wanting, I'm out on that. Go get me D-Hop for that 4th round pick, and let's get straight to business, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't be OBJ. I agree with you. Last year, he wanted that money. And what bothered me last year and is bothering me again this year, when's the last time OBJ ran a route?
Yeah, well, he just had his workout, and from the conversation, right, a lot of people say he looked well in his workouts, but what you also got to understand, man, that's running in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go kind of I can go look good running in my backyard, but until I'm actually out there and having to, you know, get bumped off of routes and do a variety of different things, it's a completely different ball game. So you really just won't know until you know OBJ, but is it worth the risk? Not for that price point. Not for me, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not for me. And he's injury prone.
Yeah.
The guy just came off of 2 serious injuries.
Yeah.
And you know what? A torn ACL is major. That's a major injury to recover from.
Right.
That's what, like, it's not like a broken bone is easier to recover than a torn ACL or anything torn in that aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, I'm not sold on him. I don't think he's worth 20. You know what? If you want to lower that purse, maybe 10 mil your first year.
Okay.
And then prove yourself. Then we'll sit down again year 2, and then we'll talk about your 20 mil that you want. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. Facts, bro.
To me, that would make more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But I'd rather Hopkins over OBJ any day right now, any day. But going back to Gallimore, I think he's definitely going to be a good fit for our defense. Our defense was already stacked. Mm-hmm. We have one of the top defenses going into this season again, and I'm glad that our defensive he didn't leave us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
Dan Quinn.
These are all positive points.
Yeah, man.
But we're definitely going to see what's going to happen. Now we just need to get our offense up. Our offense needs to step up big time this year.
Yeah, they will.
Defense proved themselves the last 2 years in a row, bro. Our defense stepped up.
Yeah, man.
Offense, come on now.
They will. They got to step up in pivotal moments, and I feel like they will, man. So, my guy Sid, everyone's asking in the chat, man, where's the channel, man, and when is Sid coming back, man? Because the Cowboys Nation needs Sid back out in these streets, man. I can't be. You left me fighting on these battles by myself, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for those of you who do not know, man, my guy Sid, where he's been in that gym, man. Sid's been on them weights. You know what I'm saying? Sid Diesel, man. But Sid, tell everybody where they can find you, my guy.
Listen, definitely be on the lookout. I want to come back. My guy Jay Tuck, man, me and him, we've been through it. And we want to thank you. I want to thank you for the support that I got. But Jay Tuck, you've always been one of my supporters. I'm definitely making a comeback come draft. You will see Dallas Cowboys for life. Your boy Sid back on his YouTube channel come draft time, and I will be 100% in this going forward. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Look forward to working with you again, Jay Tuck.
Facts,
you're my brother from another mother, your family.
Facts,
and I'm looking forward to guys. Look out for me this year and Jay Tuck for my 50th. I will be in Dallas.
Ooh, let's do it, bro. Let's do it big, man. Well, hey, my guy, man. Appreciate you, my guy.
All right, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, take care. All right, bro. Peace.
Take care, man. Peace.
All right. All right, y'all. Keep calling in, man. I'll give us about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to switch over and have a little fun with the mocks, man, because I guess that's what a lot of people like to do on this channel, man, is do these mock drafts. We haven't done one yet. To kind of give you guys some insight since you are all here. So I am actually working on a joint venture with the new company, and what they're trying to do is find ways to be more interactive with viewers. So probably next week or a week or two, I'll be able to have access where if you guys are in the chat and you want to jump on video camera versus calling in, y'all can just jump on the show. We can talk draft. We can talk football. We can talk whatever, man. And we're just going to kick back because it's the off season. There's no reason we need to be so buttoned up. We're going to have a lot of fun, man. So stay tuned for that. We're definitely going to have some fun, man. But also, since you all are here, man, definitely check out the merch store, CFOsports.com, CFOsportstalk.com. Appreciate everyone purchasing the merch, man. The hoodies are in. I got the hats. I haven't dropped the hats yet, but I'm feeling good. I might drop the hats this week too, man, because a lot of people's been asking for the hats when it comes to CFOsportstalk.com, man. So I'm definitely appreciative of all y'all support, man. But continue to let me know in the chat. Like I said, as of right now, Cowboys Nation, I have zero complaints. He is going to be an extreme value add when it comes to the defense. Now, if you're able to hold on, get pressure up front with Micah Parsons, which I believe he will, right? We just signed Dante Fowler. You got Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong. The list goes on and on when it comes to our edge rusher. To get the pressure up front and be able to protect on the back end is going to be valuable, man. So I know Dan Quinn's excited about this edition, and if you're a Cowboys fan, you gotta be, man. Let's go into the chat, man. I got some questions, man. Says Juju has championship experience. So would I want Juju Smith-Schuster? I would bring in Juju as a last-ditch effort, man. Like, salute to Juju. He's a good guy. I met him a few times here in Kansas City. One of the nicest kids to ever be around, man. And he gets a bad knock for just being a good kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't be harming nobody. He's not, getting in any trouble. He just having fun, playing the sport he loves, man. So he's a really good kid. Now, from the Dallas Cowboys standpoint, it would be a very last-ditch effort where it's like, all right, the market's dried up. We need somebody. Then I would consider it, but there's so many different options, which we'll talk about here in a second. I would like to bring in the wide receiver. Yeah, we re-signed Fowler. Fowler is back. A lot of people saying D-Hop. What's up, Matt, man? Doing good, man. I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling, man? Let's see here. Yeah, well, Cowboys fans in Alaska. Yeah, we got Cowboys fans in Alaska, Canada, United Kingdom, all over, man. I tell people the craziest story, y'all. When I was over in Thailand, I had on my Des Bryant shirt, and I saw in Thailand, whole different place, other side of the world, right? So many Thai people were just doing this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, looking crazy since my birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, bro. Let me hold the hat. I got you, bro. Make sure you message me, and I got you, bro. I'll shoot you one. Andrew says, how about DJ Chark? I would be all for DJ Chark. Now, here's the thing, because originally I was very high on bringing in DJ Chark, but I'll say this. Now, since we restructured Michael Gallup's contract, I feel like the Cowboys are going to want to keep him longer than I expected. And I feel like DJ Chark kind of fits that same mold as a Michael Gallup. So what I'm really looking for, y'all, I'm looking for that Swiss Army knife, you know what I'm saying? That slot guy can play a little bit on the outside as well, but can really just carve things underneath and explosive and can take things to the house. That's what I'm looking for as far as a wide receiver is concerned. I feel like we got a lot of down the field stretch catcher type players, right? That's Michael Gallup. I feel like that's what Simi can ultimately be as well. Jalen Tolbert kind of fits that mold. I still don't know what the thing is and how they're viewing him. But as far as DJ Chark, I was a lot more favorable for it before the Michael Gallup contract restructure. But if they're going to keep Michael Gallup for another 2 to 3 years, then it really doesn't make sense. And let's see here. Make sure I get all y'all questions, man. So that's a good point. I didn't see the Kelvin Joseph Instagram thing, man. But at the end of the day, y'all, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a grown man's game. And I remember when the whole situation happened last year versus the Jags, and you had players like J-Ron Carson, like, hey, when you come out there on the field, we expect you to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you playing with people's livelihoods. You know what I'm saying? These are grown men's jobs that you playing around with. And if you don't show up, you can be cut. And here's the crazy part, y'all. It's not just pro athletes. It's us. If I go tomorrow and I clock in at work and I kind of half-ass do my job and I'm messing up and my sales are down and different things are happening and I'm costing the company money, that's not the company's fault. That's only going to be my fault, man. So here's the thing when it comes to Kelvin Joseph. At the end of the day, if you feel like Stephon Gilmore in this situation is going to kind of push you to the back, well, here's what you do. You text your friends. Hey, bro, I can't make the studio this summer. I got to work. Right? I can't. All the rapping, the tapping, all the extracurricular activities, they got to go to the wayside. You got to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just life. It's not just for pro athletes. It's for all of us. If you sucking at your job, you know what I'm saying, but you constantly playing video games with all your time off and not studying on your craft, you can get replaced, and the same thing can happen at the NFL level. So it's just like Kelvin Joseph has no, you know what I'm saying, nobody to be frustrated with but himself. At the end of the day, I think he's a decent kid, you know what I'm saying, even though he had off the field issues, but it's just not working in Dallas. Maybe he needs a change of scenery. Like, he's done well as far as special teams is concerned, but that ain't enough for a second round pick. And y'all all know who my second round pick was. No need to go there because he's playing phenomenal out there in LA. So let's go ahead and get into the mock drafts. I'm going to go ahead and shut the phone lines off, man. And let's get into the mocks. That's the fun, man. That's the fun, man. The fun stuff. We go ahead and get into these mocks. Go ahead. Yeah, look. It sounds like Christmas, man. That noise just sounds like Christmas, man. So let's go ahead, boom there, And let's see here. Yow. All right, so this is how we are going to do the mocks here. Let me make sure. All right, let me know, man. Let me know how many rounds y'all want to go. I'm saying that we do 5, right? Because like I said, we go deep, 5 rounds. We do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't add up and make sense. I'm saying that we stick with 5 rounds just as of right now, and then we'll build as we go. So let's go ahead and just do 5 rounds. Let me see. Let's see what the chat's saying. Y'all say 5 rounds. I know y'all like, let's go 7. I don't know 7 type. Like, no, let's just go 5 for now. All right. We'll make it quick and to the point. Let's see here. My guy, One Hand Bandit, man, appreciate the super chat. He said, instead of complaining, he should have said, great sign. I can learn from a veteran corner and help the game. Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's a grown man's sport. Like no one's going to show you no sympathy. No one's going to show you no sympathy. At the end of the day, you got to come in, you got to do your job. And if you don't do your job, you can get replaced. Like think about this. Y'all remember the kid that the Cowboys drafted, the cornerback from Tulsa, Reggie Robinson, right? He came in, he did all the right things, but you know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't work out. So at the end of the day, he got replaced, man. So it's just life, man. The NFL, like this is grown man sport. All right. So everyone's saying 5. So let's go ahead. I got 5 on it. All right. Let's go ahead and get into 5s. All right. And we're going to keep everything standard and vanilla. We're not going to change no settings, no nothing. We just going to let it cook. We're just going to let it cook. And we're going to simmer, like I said, as we build up to the draft, y'all, at the end of April, we're going to do 100 of these where it's just going to be like, now to the point, if y'all follow me on social media, you know, I kind of do this for repetition, right? But we're going to have a lot of these conversations. But I feel like, once again, y'all are more than equipped. I got videos. We got the Final Word Draft Show. Definitely tune into that every Thursday. So y'all should be familiar with a lot of the prospects, at least up to the 5th round. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're not going to do no trades today. We'll talk about trades in future videos and future live shows. Yeah, Panthers got the first pick. Let's actually slow down the tempo just a little bit because sometimes this thing starts flying, right? And let's see what's going off the board. So let's go ahead and start the NFL draft. All right, with the first pick, the Cowboys still haven't signed Dante Fowler. I thought they did yesterday. I thought that was their first signing. Maybe there's just talks that they're bringing him back. Maybe they didn't officially sign him, but I know that he's going to be returned to the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so the number 1 pick, who are the Panthers taking? Actually, who do y'all think is going to be the number 1 pick of the draft? Who's going to be the number 1 pick of the draft? I don't know, y'all. I would think it's still going to be Bryce Young at the quarterback position, but KJ said about that situation, y'all tripping. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't be paying attention. Like I said, don't be worried about what we saying. Just worry about what you're doing, and things will be a little bit easier. I think that Bryce Young will be the number 1 pick, which he was. Texans go CJ Stroud. Colts go Anthony Richardson. Seattle goes. Okay. Eagles go Quentin Johnson, a wide receiver. Okay. All right. Yeah. So with Fowler, looks like they're working on a new deal. Jordan Addison's gone. Bijan goes to Tampa. Nolan Smith to the Ravens. Nolan Smith to the Ravens makes the most sense. All right, y'all. Here we go. The Dallas Cowboys are on the board at the 26th pick. We have Kalijah Kancey on the board. Now, here's what I'll say. When I got the calls about Stephon Gilmore being traded to the Cowboys, this is whose video I was lining up to drop for y'all. I'm still going to drop him tonight after the show. I might drop him in the morning now. Kalijah Kancey. You're hearing a lot of things kind of circulate around him about him being Aaron Donald-ish, right? Had a good had a good combine. He's looking great. He's a very high motor defensive tackle that can do a lot of things. He can play on the nose. He can play 3-tech. He can even stand up and play on the outside. He's very physical, and he can get up the field from the interior position, right? In the middle, in the A gap, B gap, right? So I'm very high on Kalijah Kancey, but as my guy Nick just mentioned, this guy right here, Zay Flowers, that's it. Oh, actually, I won't say that's it. These two right here, Zay Flowers and Josh Downs. Now, here in Dallas, for those who do not know, they have a height requirement, right? You know what I'm saying? They might say, hey, you know, he's too small. All right, so what LVE, all right, another breaking news. LVE 2 years, 11 mil. Tuck, LVE is back. All right, so LVE is back. So that might mean the Cowboys could possibly be out on Bobby Wagner, right? But I'm not opposed to that. Bringing LVE back, I'm not upset about that. You know, there was actually a point in the season, at the end of the season, when LVE went down. I'm just like, man, we need LVE. So LVE being back, I'm good. That's a good signing. LVE is back. He's a guy that's familiar with this defense. He's a mentor to Micah. He can do a lot of things. I'm with it, okay? So, yeah. So let me know in the chat, what's y'all thoughts, man? Kalijah Kancey, defensive tackle, because here's the thing, y'all, and here's what I'm going to say in that video. With the secondary that we got right now, if you're able to just cause havoc in the trenches, this Dallas Cowboys defense can get extremely spooky. Let me take my headphones off, right? Let me take my headphones off. This Dallas Cowboys defense can get extremely spooky if you're able to add that interior defender that can get upfield. Anton Harrison, I wasn't on the Final Word draft show last Thursday because I was covering the Big 12 conference. I like him. Great tackle. It can do a lot of things, especially in pass pro. I like Antoine Harrison. But for me, if I'm looking at things, I am actually looking at either Zay Flowers, Kalijah Kancey, or Josh Downs, who's one of my favorite prospects, but I know y'all ain't going Josh Downs, right? So let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Stephen White says taco, man. Jamar Gibbs. I don't think Gibbs is available. I think Gibbs is already gone. Maybe. Is Gibbs gone? I don't know. Let's look at Gibbs. But here's the thing. The running back idea, Gibbs is there. The running back idea was intriguing, right? It was intriguing with, before we franchise tag Tony Pollard. But now since we franchise tag Tony Pollard, I am not pressing y'all to sign a running back or draft a running back at the 26th spot. Heck, even the second round spot, possibly, depending on who's there, because there's so many running backs. We can talk all day about running backs. My guy Iceberg Slim says first round pick playmaker. So if that's the case, Zay Flowers or Josh Downs, y'all want to go with Zay Flowers? Let me know in the chat. Put a time on. All right, so Nick, since we're not, so Nick, think about it. I agree, right? If we go ahead and, if you tell me we can go ahead and get DeAndre Hopkins, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Since we're not making any trades, we're not going to make trades today, y'all, because like I said, we'll be here all night. We're not going to make no trades today. So we're going to go straight through, no trades. We're not trading for Hopkins. We're not trading back, right? So if that's the case, I'm going with Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers be my pick, or Josh Downs. Let's see. I see Zay. Vote for Zay. I feel Gibbs. I just can't go running back. Zay's the pick. Zay's the pick, right? Zay pick. Yeah, Kancey's hard to pass over, man. I feel like he's going to be insane. But yeah, I need that playmaker, a guy that can play in the slot, make things happen. Now, do I think the Cowboys would make this pick? Absolutely not. But we have the Dallas Cowboys. It's CFO Sports. We having fun right now. So I'm going with Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is the pick. Kalijah Kancey goes to the Bengals. You have Forbes. Yeah, I like Kancey. Like I said, I was cutting Kancey's film session for y'all when I got the notification about Gilmore, so I'll drop him in a second after we end this live show. Mozzie Smith, Jack Campbell, Josh Downs goes to the Patriots. Hendon Hooker. And see, now it's good knowing I don't have to press at the cornerback position. All right, so here we are. So you got quarterback, no. You got Adetoma. I'm butchering this kid's name, but he's decent, a decent edge rusher. For me personally, I would be looking at Steve Avila. We just moved on from Connor McGovern. Now, here's the thing. I think that Tyler Smith is going to be your left guard. We did bring in Matt Waletzko, who's going to be your backup left tackle, quote unquote, for Tyron Smith. But if something happens with either Tyron or if something happens with Terrence Steele, you might have to flex one of those guys out where that left guard position could be left vulnerable. So for me personally, I would go with Steve Avila, left guard out of TCU. Phenomenal pass blocker, run blocker as well. He's very well balanced. That's where I would go. I would go with Avila for me. I wouldn't go Tank Dell because we just drafted a wide receiver. Garrett Williams is going to be a sneaky guy. Had some injuries at Syracuse, but you can also have the conversation just skill set wise. He could be arguably one of the best cornerbacks in this draft class. He just has injuries. And then also another guy who I'm going to drop the film session on, Sam Laporta, who is pretty much my favorite tight end in this year's class, right? So he's a tight end that can give you a little bit wiggle, but we also do have Jake Ferguson. We also have Hendershot. So for me, Steve Avila, that would be my pick. I'm seeing Steve. See Steve looking crazy, going once, going twice. The pick is in. Boom. All right, we cooking. Kayshawn Boutte goes to the Bears. Derek Hall, another edge rusher who I like / linebacker. So now since we have the corner, y'all, like I said, we don't have to press. We know corner's good right now. Safety's pretty much good. Probably look for edge. I said Philly called Dallas to try and move Slay, y'all. Don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me they called Jerry up and said, hey, yo, what do y'all want for Slay? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that, bro. They don't want to give Jay Tuck that type of ammo. They don't want to give Jay Tuck that type of ammo, man. But honestly, like when I saw that Slade was on the board and he was available, I was like, pick up the phone, baby. I was definitely going to be intrigued. All right, so here we are at the third pick. We got Carl Brooks, who is an edge rusher. Now he is more. Oh man, let me get this Slade news, man. Don't let me get this hold of this Slade news. Carl Brooks, he's more like your 3-4 edge rusher, right? He's a big physical edge setter. Not very gonna be your pass rusher, right? But just kind of your guy to set the tone. He's big. He's damn near a defensive tackle, pretty much, right? In an edge rusher, so he can do a lot of different things. I like Tre'Vius Hodge Tomlinson out of TCU at the cornerback position. He's kind of short, but for me personally, now since we're good at corner, I can pass on. Everyone's saying, look at running back. So let's get running backs. All right. Dwayne McBride, he's big, physical, kind of a bruiser, man, kind of a hybrid running back, can do a lot of different things. He's very versatile. You got Tank Bigsby. Kendre Miller, I like Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller out of TCU, man, phenomenal talent. I feel like he'll be there later. I feel like Kendre Miller, Tajay Spears, Deuce Vaughn, Sean Tucker, you might be able to get one of those guys at 129, but everyone's saying let's go running back here. So as far as the running back's concerned, where will you guys go as far as the running back? Because there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot. The running back class is deep, y'all. Like any one of these guys, like if we come up and look and we're doing fantasy football, man, and I see that, Tajay Spears is the top rookie Russian running back in this year's class, I will not be surprised. So my guy Iceberg Slim says Sean Tucker. I like Sean Tucker. Nick Reeder says Deuce Vaughn. I love Deuce. Okay, Vincent Johnson says we need a big running back. So you're looking for a big bruising running back, right? So if you're kind of looking for someone to kind of fit that mold, right, you can go with Keandre. He's kind of a hybrid. Sean Tucker, he can do a lot of different things, has very solid hands in the backfield as well. But I feel like you can get Tucker a little bit later, man. Also, these are my guys down here as well. Let's see here. Sean Tucker, Tiaje, or Bigsby, or Tank. All right, so split. Let me know. Y'all want me to make the pick. If I had to make the pick, I would probably consider Keandre Miller or Tucker. I feel like Deuce Vaughn, because of his size, is going to be there later, so I wouldn't reach for him at this pick. But I would probably go Tank Bigsby or Deuce Vaughn. Zach Charbonnet is gone. Tavion Thompson out of Utah. Is he still available? I think he's going to be a later round guy, so you can get him later. So for guys who not know, Dwayne McBride, what's his size? 5'11", 215. So y'all want to go bigger than that? Go bigger than that. Then you got Tank Bigsby, 213, what we're kind of looking at. Keandre, it's around 220. You know what I'm saying? It's 220, a little bit bigger. What's Tucker? So wait, 205. So kind of out of these core guys, you got Keandre would be the big physical bruiser, but I see people saying Tiaje Spears, Bigsby here. Y'all split, man. Y'all split on the running back, because here's why y'all split on the running back position, because there's so many of them. I'm gonna go with Spears here. I'm gonna go with Spears, Tiaje Spears. I'm gonna go with Spears. Boom. We gonna draft Tiaje Spears, and then we gonna bring back Ezekiel Elliott, and he's gonna get no carries. No carries. Yeah, they're super young, man. They're super young. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got these young running backs that you can do a lot with, man. Spears is kind of another Pollard, right? And here's the thing, and I'll say about that. That's a good point, Vincent. Are we sure the Dallas Cowboys are thinking that Tony Pollard is their running back of the future? Or do we think that it was just like we didn't want nobody else to have him, so it's going to be another Dalton Schultz situation? See what I'm saying? Like, so if that's the case, it's like if you get some guys like a Spears in house, or even my guy Devon A-Chain out of Texas A&M, or Keaton Mitchell, or some of those kind of speedster running backs, and you see, you know what, we got something. Are the Dallas Cowboys convinced they're really going to continue to keep Tony Pollard next year? Or is this kind of this year they want to hold on to him? That's something we definitely got to keep our eye on. All right, so here we are. We got, we don't need a running back. I would consider looking at the linebacker position, or also edge rusher as well, but also defensive interior. So Moro Ojomo, good guy. So my guy Guadalupe says 1 year prove it for Pollard. Yeah, I can see them doing a 1 year prove it for Pollard as well. That's what I'm kind of thinking as well. So that way, a guy like Spears that you can sit on the shelf, kind of let him get 1 year behind himself, and then something happens with Tony Pollard as far as the ankle's concerned, he really doesn't fully recuperate, right? Or Tony Pollard maybe, is a little skeptical about playing the franchise tag, then you kind of have your insurance policy. So that's why I would kind of consider going with one of another speedster guys. So you have Malik Davis and Tiaje Spears. Like, tell me, Cowboys Nation, am I tripping that I feel like that is just as good of a running back duo? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go with Malik Davis, Tiaje Spears, and get really right back to active and not really miss a step. And that's what I've been trying to explain to a lot of Cowboys fans when it comes to the running back position. Last year's class, I don't think it was that deep. You know what I'm saying? This year's class, it's deep. It's hella deep. Because honestly, I could have waited, me personally, I could have waited on the running back position, man. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Cowboys view it. So here at this pick, we are in the 4th round. Moro Ojomo, like I said, he is a good run defender. So if you're looking for a guy who really can stop the run, that is him. Now, he's not the biggest guy, and I'm not sure if these are official weigh-ins, but 281. So he's very light, but he's just aggressive when it comes to run defense, but he really doesn't fit that mold. Kobe Turner, I think that he is more solid than Adrobo, but he's light as well. So if you're looking for your big nose tackle, that's not really there. You have your edge rusher. I'm very high on Colby Wooden out of Auburn. I also me personally, I like Jacorian Bennett out of Maryland. Like, he is one of my favorite prospects, out of this class. I know a lot of people talk about Banks, but I'm like, look on the other side. He has the size, he has the length, but we just got a corner, so we good. You know what I'm saying? We need a true middle linebacker. Do we need a true middle linebacker now that we just signed LVE, though? So those are the conversations now, y'all. We can see how we kind of build that foundation, right? Do we really need to draft a middle linebacker? You have Damone Clark. You have LVE. They still kind of have Brillo, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't reach for a middle linebacker. I would just reach for a defensive playmaker at the linebacker position. You have Dorian Williams. No lies, says Gilmore's the best corner in the draft. Yeah, Bennett is a tough cookie, bro. Yeah, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, safety were good. Edge, I would consider Wooden over Yasir. I fell in love with Jacorian, but I don't need him as of right now. You had Deuce Vaughn. So for me, I'm looking at KJ Henry, Colby Wooden, or Cam Jones, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take Cam Jones right here. Let's see here. So Vincent said we got to go offensive line. We already went offensive line. We went offensive line with our second pick and went guard. Defensive tackle, let's see here. So thinking about DT. All right, so let's think of DT. You have Keandre Coburn. Let's see here. Broderick Martin, Jalen Redmond, Cameron Young, DJ Dale. Who was someone mentioned? Yeah, Owen. Let me see if he's still available. Here's the linebacker. So Dorian Williams, Cam Jones, you can sit on, Ventrell Miller. Yeah, these linebackers get wiped out early, y'all. Yeah. So for me, you can consider if you're looking for your big body, you know what I'm saying? You can probably go with Keandre Coburn. Like that's 343. That's your nose tackle. That's your fat nasty right there. That's where I'm going. As far as Keandre Coburn, if you're looking to get your fat nasty, your 0 tech or 1 tech, like that's it. That's your nose tackle. So if that's what you guys are looking for, I'm going with Coburn, right? If you're looking for a little bit sleeker, then you can look at Ojomo, his teammate out of Texas. Aubrey Miller. I wouldn't go Aubrey Miller as of right now. So for me personally, y'all, I am going to go with Colby Wooden or KJ Henry. And trying to think. I like KJ Henry if you're looking for a pass rusher. Let's see here. He says smoke you up. Yeah, Aubrey Miller. But I feel like Aubrey Miller is going to be there later. So we don't have to reach on Aubrey Miller. Luke Musgrove. So let's look at tight ends. So a lot of people are considering tight ends. What's available? Now they took Luke, bro. Luke is gone. So we got wiped out at tight end pretty much. Yeah, got wiped out. So, all right. I've seen a lot of KJ Henrys. I would go with KJ Henry out of Clemson, even though I'm a Florida State guy. I'll go with KJ. And let's see if we can circle back around because we got pick 162, 169 coming up. So let's speed this up a little bit. Speed up. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. All right. So we still looking pretty, y'all. So you got Cam Jones. I like him out of University of Indiana. Yeah, Keaton Mitchell, don't need him. Chandler Zavela. Eric Gray. Let's look at defensive interior. Let's look at the D tackles. They took him. They took him. All right. So you got Jonah Tavi, 290. He's solid. Broderick Martin. But these guys are more 3 techs. I think Martin plays. I'll never know. So you can go with Martin at Western Kentucky. But I feel like you can wait there. Jalen Redmond is not essentially going to be your 0. Hunter Lepke, you're not taking a fullback, bro, already. You're taking a fullback already in the 5th round, a fullback? Nah, not it's too early. Max Duggan, man, don't even get me started on the whole Max Duggan thing. So here's the thing. If it's me, even though we did just bring in Stephon Gilmore, there's a phenomenal talent sitting right here on the table that you can just bring in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Is B Wag still available? Bobby Wagner? What B Wag are you talking about? Jacorian Bennett, man, that's a phenomenal talent just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Josh Wiley is available, y'all. This is everybody who's available. You know what I'm saying? And here's what I was saying on Twitter, right? So sometimes when it comes to these PFFs and these other simulations that we do, not all the prospects are really in there. You know what I'm saying? So, there's not Gerard Clark out of Coastal, 340. That's your big nasty nose right there. Let's see here. Yeah, A-gap, your B-gap guy. So that's going to be your guy in the middle, right? So you can go with Clark, which I wouldn't mind. I see a lot of people, man. It's hard. It's hard, bro. If it's me, Yeah, man, Jacorian Bennett, he's sitting right there. He's sitting right there in your face. And here's the thing: you have an insurance policy in case something happens, right? I'm going with Bennett, bro. You in the fifth round, and you can get Jacorian Bennett, man. I think he's just going to be a playmaker at the next level. I'm going with Bennett, man. I got to go with Bennett. This is a J Tuck pick. All right, we're right back. All right, we're right back. All right, so yeah, Cam Jones, linebacker. Broderick Martin, your nose. Did we just lose our other nose tackle out of Coastal? Yeah, so you got Broderick Martin. They just took him, huh? Yeah, they took Clark. They took Clark from us. So if you want to go nose, you probably got to go with Broderick Martin as of right now. DJ Dale, 300, but he's not really your nasty nose. So I would consider Broderick Martin. Receivers on the board. Now here's me. I personally like Bryce Ford Wheaton. I know a lot of scouts don't. I feel like his production and everything is there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like some scouts they're just not attracted to him. Me personally, I would take a flight if he's sitting here in the 5th or 6th round. I feel like he has a lot of playmaker potential, and he can kind of be your quote unquote your Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? I see Corona says, Colts fan here. Gilmore gave us 3 wins with last play, stops, interceptions. What a good trade for the Cowboys. Appreciate that, man. See, I love when opposing fans really keep it real. Like you know what I'm saying? It's a good deal. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Mike McCarthy loves wide receivers who can return punts. But that's going to be Turpin, though, right? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be Turpin primarily. It's going to be his job. So, I will hold off at wide receiver. I would consider Cam Jones as your linebacker, your wiry linebacker. You could go tight end with Davis Alice, or I go get my big nasty nose tackle and Broderick Martin and Matt Landers, wide receiver. I haven't fully scouted Matt Landers, to be honest with you guys, from Arkansas. I'm going to check him out. I'm familiar with Pukanuka, Elijah Higgins. I watch Jadakiss Bonds, but I call him Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a much better name. Also, Dallas Daniels out of JSU. It says, at tight end, great Kelsey-like tight end at Cincy Wiley, 6'6" monster. Is he not on the board? I'm not seeing him, Wiley. I'm not seeing him. He's not listed under tight ends. Yeah, I'm looking at the linebacker position based off of what's on the board. I'm gonna go with Cam Jones, or Broderick Martin. Me personally, Broderick Martin would probably be my pick right here. Linebacker in free agency, Jaden Reed. I think Jaden Reed got sniped from us. Let me see. Yeah, Reed got sniped. I like Lonnie Phelps out of Kansas. Ronnie Bell. Yeah. So for me, quarterback, I would go quarterback. Maybe not this pick, but maybe this very last pick I'll consider quarterback. So I'm going to make the pick, and we're going to go with a defensive tackle and Broderick Martin to give us our big nasty nose tackle here. Like I said, he can do a lot of different things. He's big. He's physical. 330 pounds, just your fat nasty that you can sit over the centers and let him and Hankins kind of run amok. So let's go with Broderick Martin. And then the very last pick, right? You have Cam Jones. There's your linebacker depth if you want to bring somebody in. Also, you have wide receiver, remember, isn't going to return punts, so they're Tracy likes some wide receivers. You have Aiden O'Connell, highly productive at Purdue. If you want to go quarterback, you still have Bryce Ford Wheaton available. Running back Eric Gray, Jalen Redmond, Stanson Bennett, no. Luke Haggard, if you guys want another swing tackle, you can go with your swing tackle there. Ventrell Miller, just a pure athlete, the linebacker position. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, you could. Where is he? I think Zavala's gone. Yeah, we missed it. Oh, yeah, he's right there. So you could go with Chandler Zavala, and kind of just double dip at the guard position, right? I would take, you could double dip, and that way you have some, just kind of insurance policy, because you do lose Connor McGovern. And what people got to understand, like Connor McGovern did play right guard as well, left guard and right guard. So if something was to happen, knock on wood, I don't even want to put that in the air. You know what I'm saying? You can go get you another guard that you can plug in at that position and really improve your run game. And you got 2 physical left guards. You have Tyler Smith. You really get better than trenches. And here's the thing, y'all. You got to kind of keep an eye on what the San Francisco 49ers are doing. They building up their trenches. They build up their trenches right now, man. So it's like, you got to get some firepower. Like wide receivers, corners, and safeties, that's cute. But right now, man, things are being won in the trenches. So if y'all want to go get Zavala, however you pronounce his last name, I would go get Chandler, and I'll be perfectly fine with that. But also consider quarterback. We also need to consider a backup quarterback kick, but Moody Moore likely be in the 7th round. Yeah. I'll go with Chandler. Let's go with Chandler. Let's win the trenches, man. All right, so let's line up. Let's see what our grade is, man. Let's see what our grade is for our first CFO draft, man. So not too bad. We went Zay Flowers, Steve Avila, Tajay Spears, running back, KJ Henry, Jacorian Bennett, Broderick Martin, and Chandler Zavala. I like this draft, y'all. I like this draft. We get our explosive wide receiver to plug into the slot. We get our possible left guard or starting left guard. We get our running back of the future that has a very explosive power. KJ Henry is a high wire, high motor guy coming off the edge. Jacorian Bennett is a naturally gifted cornerback, long, physical. Broderick Martin, a big, nasty nose tackle, and another physical guard to line up in the trenches versus San Francisco 49ers. Let me go ahead and download this. Man. I like this draft, y'all. I like this draft a lot. You know what I'm saying? Good draft, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all on it, man. Y'all on it. Y'all on it. I'm gonna post it, man. I'm gonna post it on Twitter here in a second and tag everybody in it, man. This is the first CFO draft, man. Y'all killed it. I'm proud of y'all, man, because y'all been locking in on the draft content. Y'all know y'all stuff. And this is why I love what we do here on this channel. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the J Tuck show. It's not just about me, man. I value y'all insight. There's almost 600 prospects. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all like I can scout 600 prospects on my own. As of right now, to be honest with you guys, I'm probably at 150. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably like at 150 when it comes to draft. And we family. I'm gonna show y'all, because y'all been kicking with your boy for a little bit. I'm gonna show y'all some insight. Let me show y'all something here. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me see. All right. So for y'all who want to know how the sauce is really made, right? Behind the scenes, what J Tuck does. Here it is. And I'm going to make this quick, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? The other content creators are going to be watching your boy and then try to steal my sauce, right? But boom. This is my draft process. So you see, I got prospects, out of prospects, edge rushers, fullbacks, interior defensive linemen, kickers, linebackers, guards, and so this is my process as I'm going through all of these players. And as y'all see, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of work that goes into putting this draft content together for y'all, man. But I love it. I enjoy it, man. I have fun doing it. And that's the most important part, man. I definitely enjoy what we do here at CFO Sports, man. So that's why y'all got to lock in to make sure y'all don't miss out. Like I said, it's not about me, man. It's about everybody, us coming together. Because at the end of the day, all we are trying to do is get that 6th championship. But the Dallas Cowboys just did a good thing today. This is a step in the right direction for the Dallas Cowboys of going in and trading a 5th round pick for Stephon Gilmore, man. Salute to my guy, Nick. He says, thanks, Tux, for helping me learn more about the prospects from the film breakdowns. I've been learning a lot. Great, man. I appreciate that. That's what it's really about. And here, I'm going to ask y'all, since we're on the live show, right? Do y'all like when I go through the film breakdowns and I show the actual player profile? I know some people are saying, I just want to watch the film. but do y'all like the player profile where I'm breaking down the strengths and the weaknesses, or do y'all just want me to get straight into the film? Let me know, man. Me personally, I'm a visual learner, so I like to see it for myself. I like to see like where they do good, where they do bad, right? But if y'all don't like it, you know what I'm saying, because that takes a lot of work to do, I'll just cut that and get straight into the film. So let me know, man. But yeah, man, that's my draft process, man. I do a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into it. You know, it's a lot of disorganization, but you know, it's fun, man. I definitely enjoy it. It says, do you think LVE not coming back means that we're not going to be in for Bobby Wagner? More than likely, I would say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would say, yeah, that might be the outs for Bobby Wagner. But I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Why not load the clip? Load the clip. So everyone's saying yes, the profile, keep the profile, keep the profile, keep the profile, keep the profile. Perfect. Because I like the profile. You know what I'm saying? I like the profile personally, but I know a few people are like, yo, just get to the film. Like, that's kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, All right, so I'll keep the player profile, man. But hey, yo, I appreciate everyone for rocking with me. Exciting news from the Dallas Cowboys fans. Continue to be on it, man. Continue to ride for your team. I know I was joking yesterday, like, no, I'm a Steelers fan in the Cowboys body. Like, I'm just joking on Twitter. Like, people get so hung up on the little stuff I'm saying because they don't know my personality. No, I'm just playing, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just having fun, right? Okay, so Andrew just says that Jane Slater just said we're out on Bobby Wagner. Okay, cool. Yeah, so all right, I'm gonna go ahead and post the draft on Twitter, man. I appreciate all your support. For those who are not following me on Twitter, follow me at jtuck151. Also Instagram, jtuck151. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell. I appreciate all the support. We're gonna do a lot more live shows, like I said, in the future. We'll be able to add you guys on to the live stream. So if y'all want to jump on camera and talk and ask questions, we're trying to get that all set up here at CFO Sports. Just trying to give you guys, a little bit more hands-on, because that's what it's all about, man. I love talking to y'all. I love talking to Cowboys fans, not just Cowboys fans, but also NFL fans. And also, at the NFL draft, if any of you guys are coming here to Kansas City, let me know. Send me a DM, inbox, whatever, man. I'm trying to put a lot of stuff together for everybody coming in, just for my core groups of supporters, man. So I'm trying to do like a little, maybe meet and greet, a party or something like that. And also for the draft content, I will be credentialed covering the draft. So I'll be interviewing players. I'll be in the back room doing all sorts of stuff. So you definitely want to miss out, man. But I appreciate all the support, man. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And Cowboys Nation, we've finally been active in